children because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace, your mystery under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
one family. Biafrans all over the world, if we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? Governor Fashola knew the solutions to providing stable power supply till he became Minister of Power, and darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? From leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria working for you? Why is Zamfara's gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to our recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people, though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for
you. Must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the broadcast today, the 7th day of August 2022. And this is a live broadcast on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM, live on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, live on all other Enter Biafra platform, IPOB autopiloted platform, and of course on different other social media, as you will all know. Today we have come to continue the awareness for Nigeria and the preparation for Nigeria breakaway. I have come today to let you understand that even those politicians who parade themselves today, they also know that they can sustain this thing till November 2022. I have come today and I'm going to use P2B as an example of what is going on. I want you to understand that the time has come that we begin to tell them what they are doing, which is suggesting that even themselves know that Nigeria will never survive 2023. Apart from the fact that we are going to stop election in Biafra land, another task we have is that Nigeria must not survive 2023. Nigeria not surviving 2023 is a task that every Biafra must do. So I have come today to tell you some of the things you don't know from the colonial era. First of all, what is Nigeria? I want you to ask P2B, ask Tinubu, ask Atiku, ask any ignorant person supporting them, ask them, what is Nigeria? I am going to bring something to the screen. It is called the proclamation. Today, I am going to review to you the proclamation of Nigeria so that you may know what you do not know before. What did I say? I say the proclamation of Nigeria. Nigeria proclamation. Before we go into the exposition and analysis today, which is going to be very brief, by the special grace of God. You have listened to the broadcast from the Biafra government in exile. Today, they address to Biafrans. They have called on all groups that are still out there gallivanting to make sure they come together. And that address was what we played before this particular broadcast I'm about to do now. Proclamation of Nigeria. I want you to pay attention very, very attentively. You are welcome to the university where we teach you what you should know, because some of these people don't know anything about Nigeria. Proclamation not of Nigeria, but of the northern, I think, the correspondence with Sultan of Sokoto and the proclamation. I want you to pay attention to this. This is the secret document that some of you know nothing about. So when you hear P2B and co, gallivanting, you'll be wondering, where are these people coming from? The proclamation of 1903, right? 1902, 1903. And the date is wrong. I'm going to correct the date now. Sorry about that. in a minute. This is 7th. This is 7th of August. Here we go. The proclamation. And of course, and let us read. Be it known to all men that by the order of Her Majesty, and of the order of Her Most Gracious Majesty, the Queen of the Great Britain and Ireland, Empress of India, the administration of the Protectorate of the Northern Nigeria, hitherto known as the Niger Territory, situated between the possession of France to the west and the north, and of Germany to the east, and bounded on the south by the Protectorate of Lagos and southern Nigeria, will cease from this day to be vested in the Royal Niger Company, chartered and limited, and is hereby assumed by Her Majesty. I want you to understand where the Fulani conquest of Nigeria and the Fulani claiming the ownership of Nigeria started from. Before this time, before this proclamation, I want you to understand that they are having this particular proclamation coming with the joint venture of the Fulani killers who have used terrorism to gain their trust. So they did not want to fight Fulani, thereby Fulani have share, and they acted as shareholder in this Royal Niger Company, which you see today as Nigeria. Is P2B and all these people, did they actually understand this? That from this proclamation, they say, from today, this day, from this day, to be vested on the Royal Niger Company chartered and limited, and is hereby assumed by Her Majesty. And be it known further to all men that the treaties concluded by the Royal Niger Company by and with the sanction of Her Majesty and approved by Her Majesty Secretary of State will remain and remain operative in force between Her Majesty and the King, Emirs, Chief, Princess, and other signatory to the same, and all pledges and the undertaking therein contained will remain mutually binding on both parties. And all rights, titles, and interests of whatsoever nature acquired by virtue of the aforesaid treaties will be vested in Her Majesty, and all obligation thereunder undertaken by the Royal Niger Company will henceforth be undertaken by Her Majesty. And be it known further to all men that Her Majesty has been pleased to appoint as High Commissioner for the said Protectorate Colonel Frederick John Daughtry Lugard, companion of the Most Honorable Order of the Bat, champion or companion of the Distinguished Service Order, and that the said Frederick John Daughtry Lugard has this day taken the requisite oath of office and assumed the administration of the said protectorate. In virtue whereof he has made his proclamation, whereto his signature and seal are appended this first day of January 1900. I want you to see the impurity, how this Nigeria that is killing our people today, forcing you to make you be one. The fraud that has subjugated you to all manner of this particular slavery today. And you are going to also read letter from High Commissioner to Sokoto of Sokoto, Kantagura, in the name of the most merciful God. Peace to the generous prophet. Salutation, peace, and numberless honors. To the emir of Musulmans in Sokoto, whose name is Abdullahai, the son of the late emir of Musulmans, whose name is Atiku. Are you following? Whose name is Atiku. I dare to inform you who are head of the Mohammedans and to whom the Fulani rulers. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? I want you to pay attention that at no point in time did you hear Hausa in this particular proclamation. At no point in time did you hear Hausa as far back as 1902. But they deceived you up to the point of telling you it is Hausa Fulani. They have hid under Hausa Fulani until now. You can no longer hear Hausa Fulani again. They are coming boldly to tell you about Fulani. I do not know why you are calling me. You know that I am live. At no point in time will you hear Fulani, will you hear Hausa, but you are hearing Fulani here. Are you following? I will start from here again. I desire to inform you who are head of the Mohammedans and to the Fulani rulers. This did not say the Hausa rulers. As far back as 1902, it did not say Hausa rulers. But what did they do? They hide it. Because they start mentioning Fulani, you will revolt against them. But they hide it. But as far back as 1902, the British did not recognize Hausa. They regarded Hausa people as conquered people, and they addressed Fulani rulers. Are you paying attention? Peter Obi don't know this. Ask Peter Obi, is he aware? No, he don't know. He will tell you about GDP. Fulani rulers in this country look for advice and guidance that the emir of Bida and Kantagura have during many years acted as oppressors of the people and shown themselves unfit to rule. They recognize that the Fulani rulers have shown to be unfit. British remember and recognize as far back as 1902 that the Fulani are unfit to rule. But they give them the rulership of the evil forest. More especially in these later days, they have raided the towns. Fulani raided the towns. Are you hearing me? Is Peter be hearing me? That Fulani raided the towns. During the report of 1902, Fulani raided. They used the word raided. The same raiding they are doing today is what the British used to describe the Fulani. In 1902 report, they raided the towns and villages in the district close to their own cities. They raided them and have depopulated vast areas. Fulani raided, depopulated vast areas so that the fields are lying uncultivated. They depopulated them, which means they are killing people so that all the towns will be lying without nobody to live in it. And the people are destroyed or fled. Fulani destroyed as far back as 1902 report so that the people are fled. Moreover, they have graciously attacked my men with proceeding with males on canoes, and I want you to listen, on canoes, and they have seized the males and stolen and destroyed goods in the canoes. 1902, British was crying about Fulani. I have therefore found it necessary to depose both this emir and the place troops near their respective cities to keep the peace and protect the people. Today, P2B don't know this history, and he is distracting us. In the case of the emir of Bida, I have made the Makhum emir instead of Abu Bakri, which proved to you that I have no hostility in the Fulani or to your religious, provided only that the emir of a country rules justly and without oppression. I want you people to listen to this. In the case of Katangora, many evil people tried to burn the town. Fulani tried to burn the town in 1902 report. It may have been slaves who had been ill-treated by their masters, or it may have been carriers with many troops, or with my troop. But through all the night, the commander of the force made the soldiers and carrier extinguish the flame, so that the town has not suffered. Is P2B aware of this? I desire that the people shall return and live in peace under a just, and I write to you to appoint a man who will rule justly, and if he does so, I support him and uphold his power. Send him to me with a letter, and I will install him as emir of Katangora with pomp and honor. But warn him that if he acts treacherously and with deceit, he will share the fate of Katangora. The Guamachi, with peace from your friend, Governor Lugard. The same thing Hope Uzodinma is exercising today. Fulani copied it from the British. They will ask those treacherous people of Biafra living in Imo State, give us the most criminally minded man in Imo State. Let us make him governor. Let us make him governor. He must do whatever we ask him to do. He must bring Fulani into Ebubago. He must bring Fulani into Imo State. He must install them in their cabinet. He must install them in his government. And if he dare to do something otherwise, we will deal with him. Fellow Biafrans, This has been the reason why some of you have no schools. This is the reason some of you have no hospital. This is the reason why some of you cannot travel by road anymore. This is the reason why you can't go from Abuja to Kaduna. This is the reason why in Lokpanta today, they are killing because it has been their nature. This is why all of you are complaining about Lokpanta and many other places that will make life unmiserable for them in the coming days. Because if you know the history, you will not be falling this particular scam. Now, I want to bring P2B. I want to bring P2B. The question you're asking yourself is, P2B have been writing to church, jumping from one church to another. But he has not visited mosque. P2B have not visited mosque in the north. I know he's going to do it after this broadcast. P2B have not visited the mosque. Even the attitude of P2B is even telling him that even him himself knows Nigeria is already divided. At least if he claim he is not contesting as an Igbo man, his action and the attitude have divided Nigeria along religious line. He has been jumping from one mega church to another. We are yet to see him in Central Mosque. We are yet to see P2B in Central Mosque. We are yet to see him going to where Gumi is preaching. We are yet to see P2B in the mosque of Zaria. So why is he always preaching and campaigning in the church? He have already understood that Nigeria is divided at least along religious line. Is he not a deceit? That is hypocrite. If P2B don't recognize the fact that Nigeria is already Nigeria breakup is something that nobody can stop. So if P2B refuse to acknowledge Biafra, is he now denying that he has his action, the attitude of focusing on church? Is he not also showing that the P2B himself is dividing Nigeria along a religious line? If he go tomorrow to mosque, you know that it is because of this broadcast. Okay? P2B should show you a video where he go to the mosque, Central Mosque Abuja, Central Mosque Katangura, Central Mosque Kano, Central Mosque Bauchi, Central Mosque Medugri, and he pick up microphone and he preach to them. If he cannot do, is he going to be the president of Christians? That is the problem. So let me show you P2B how he lies.
Please be seated. My own dear father in faith.
His own dear father in faith. P2B is now in Anglican Church. Anglican Church. After visiting the one of Anenche, he is now in Anglican Church. Is Nigeria only Christian country? Can't P2B demonstrate and practice this one Nigeria by visiting mosque, picking up microphone and preach?
Dearest descendants, let me thank you for the honor you you and the leadership for the honor of inviting me.
Peter Obi say that he gave them of inviting him. Peter Obi lied. This man is a liar. He said he want to give them the honor of inviting him. And he know he fucked up because he has just lied in the presence of the Lord. And so we immediately, within that minute, he was thinking about it. Oh, I was the one who requested and asked them to invite me. How can I say they invited me? Okay, let me change the talk because the pastor may be disappointed with that kind of statement. Because now, you know, church, he is not the only person that is running for president. So if the church is now inviting Peter Obi, it looks very partial. Because nobody will invite Peter Obi. Peter Obi sent a request to churches. That is what Peter Obi is doing now. Please, I want to come. I want to come to your church. Please, I am extending my hand. I am requesting to come to your church to campaign. And the church will now write to Peter Obi, we accept your request. So come. Peter Obi will now go to the church and be telling the people of the world that the church invited him. Is a lie. And watch how he corrected himself, although it is late. So wish to show this man is dubious.
President, let me thank you for the honor, you and the leadership for the honor of inviting me.
Did you hear that? I want to thank you for the honor of inviting me. Nobody invited Peter Obi. He was the one who wrote to the church.
And why thank you for the honor of inviting me?
And why thank you for the honor of inviting me?
Or accepting my request to come for prayers.
Are you hearing that? He changed it again. Or accepting my request for coming for prayers. You see how this man is. What is the similarity between inviting me and requesting to come to your church for prayers? He went to the church. The pastors must be very disappointed. And this will now shed light to other pastors that Peter Obi have contacted. Peter Obi contacted them, requests for prayer. Do you understand? Ojiago and Narangozi, he contacted them, requested for prayer. Can I come to your church for prayer? The church will say, yes, come for prayer. That is why we are church. Only for Peter Obi to go to the church, pick up microphone, and stand to thank the church for inviting him. My brother, my sister, have you seen this kind of thing? Tell the church, Peter Obi, Erigo Hamugu, Peter Obi Jiheme 419. If a man can stand in the pit, in the open pit, in the pulpit, in the altar of God, and lie against the people who accepted the request for prayer, what else can't Peter Obi do? Can you hear Peter Obi agaheme? Kedumpu na awo Peter Obi agaheme? So, and I hope that the church have learned their lesson for accepting a fraudster. If it is in paper, Pandora document, Peter Obi will say, oh, they didn't, somebody advised me. A qualified financial advisor advised me. So if I commit crime, it is not my fault. In Otago, let us go there. We take it back.
Honor of inviting me or accept my...
Are you hearing that? The honor of inviting me. Nobody invited Peter Obi. He will say, come and pray for me. He will go there and turn it around and say, inviting me. Are they inviting you as what? Why would church invite Peter? 419.
President, let me thank you for the honor, you and leadership for the honor of inviting me.
Are you people hearing it?
And why thanking you for the honor of inviting me or accepting my request to come for prayers.
Or accepting my request. And when you look at these pastors, you change you go. You change you go. How can you go and lie against church? How can P2B go to church and lie against the people who accepted to pray for him in the name? I want you to understand, P2B opened his mouth. Everything that come out of his mouth is lies. Lies. Lies upon lies. And some idiots, ignoramus, are looking up to a liar like this to come and savage Nigeria. Arrow, Nigeria can never be savaged by anyone.
And why thank you for the honor of inviting me or accepting my request to come for prayers.
Did you hear that? P2B wrote the church requesting for prayer. He came there and turned it around that they invited him.
Let me now thank you and assure you that I'll be here in November.
Are you hearing that? I want you people to pay attention. P2B say will be here by November. You know, I told you people that by November, P2B will back down of this agitation. As I go on market, by November this year, P2B will back down. If we didn't back down by November, it means that he will keep hanging on because I have said it. If P2B did not back down before November, it is because of shame. Because Simon Ekpa have said he's going to back down before November. So let me not validate that particular prediction. P2B is saying, I will come back in November. Do you know the significance of November? Do you know what I have seen in the spirit for November? You don't know. I want you to connect the dots. P2B say, I will come back in November. And you know, I have been shouting that before November, P2B will back down. Now, I want you people to watch. This is a man who wants to salvage Nigeria.
Let me now thank you and assure you that I'll be here in November.
They are laughing. We are going to take it back. We are going to take it back. Very important.
Please be seated. My own dear father in faith and the general president, let me thank you for the honor, you and the leadership for the honor of inviting me.
Chai.
And why thanking you for the honor of inviting me
Chai.
or accepting my request to come for prayers.
Chai.
Let me now thank you and assure you that I'll be here in November.
Chai.
I will not miss that invitation.
People hearing it?
Let me thank all the AG members that are here.
He said, let him thank all AG members that are here. I do not know. Assemblies of God is AG. Obi is coming to Assemblies of God for the very first time in his life. For the very first time. He has never entered Assemblies of God. This is the very first time he is entering Assemblies of God. And then he is there thanking AG members. And that AG members mean Assemblies of God members. He said, let me thank AG members that are here. As if he is a member. As if the people that came to church came because Obi was coming. It's an insult. Obi insulted this church. Obi is presenting the picture that the people that came to this church, they came because him, Obi, was coming to the church. So he is now telling, I thank you, AG members who are here. I do not understand what he meant by that. AG member who are here, which means Obi see the people in the church as many of them are not Assemblies of God members. So listen.
Let me thank all the AG members that are here. We are all children of God, so I'm AG member.
Are you hearing it? They are all children of God. So he is also AG member. And the AG is Assemblies of God. You know, he has turned to AG member, and this is the first time in his life Obi is going to this AG. Because it is time to deceive Biafrans. I want you to understand that Obi, if Obi claims, Obi who is claiming that, don't vote me because of Biafra, he is not campaigning in the mosque in the north to prove that he is really a Nigerian. Obi is Okwozo Emozo. Obi say, don't vote me because I am Igbo man. Don't vote me because I am a Christian. Yet, Obi continue to focus on campaigning in Christian community. Obi continue to focus in campaigning in Igbo community. And he said, do not vote me as an Igbo man. He is yet to display this one Nigerianist that he is by going to Meduguri to Central Mosque, grab the microphone and speak to people in Hausa. Do you understand? I want you to connect what I am teaching you today from the thing I read from the report. From the colonial report I read. Connect it to what Obi is doing. Do you understand?
Let me thank you for what you're doing. It's my first time of it.
Did you hear that? It's my first time of being here. He has become a member. He regards himself as a member even when it is his first time of visiting the Assemblies of God.
And I must admit, as I was coming here, I was asking the question on issue of university and issue of education.
As he was coming there, he was asking the issue of education and university. Obi have nothing else to offer. Obi have nothing. He think that Nigeria is what is going to fix Nigeria is university and all that. Nigeria has gone the damage in Nigeria has gone beyond what school will fix. Obi need to understand that there is a fundamental problem facing Nigeria today. Is that you need to fix that problem for any school and university to stand. That is the problem I have with these people. If you like, build the entire Southeast, make it to be world-class university. It will not solve Nigeria problem. If you like, convert your father's compound and make it a computerized university and give it free of charge for every Igbo man to enroll there, for every Biafra to enroll there and acquire the best education. It will not solve Nigeria problem. There is a fundamental problem of Nigeria that if you don't solve it, no matter the level of education you are going to bring on board, it will have no impact. Is Obi aware of that? Obi don't know that. That is why our brain is hot. We are so mad to be seeing all this nonsense going on. We want Biafra, where we are going to base on brain economy. Our Biafra economy is going to be brain-based, where problem will be solved practically. Not all these stupid people that are just, criminals everywhere. Obi should tell you how to solve the fundamental problem of Nigeria. It is not education. Nigeria has the most educated people in Africa is in Nigeria. So what has that education done in Nigeria system? Why is it not being felt in Nigeria? Obi go where, he say education, university. Nigeria have the highest professors. Is Obi not aware? Is Obi not aware? In Africa today, Nigeria produce the highest professors. Where is the impact in the Nigeria system? You see, when we open mouth to talk, they say we are insulting them. But look at, you leave the problem of Nigeria, you talk something that is not the problem. I stand to be corrected. Challenge me that it is education that is the problem of Nigeria. Challenge me that it is school that is the problem of Nigeria. No, it is not. The problem of Nigeria is not school. The problem of Nigeria is not universities. The problem of Nigeria is beyond what Obi is gallivanting and parading himself. And that is why some of you who have not yet returned back to your base of Biafra will understand that Obi is leading you to astray. But let me tell you, everything you do with Obi today will end before November. Mark it. We will force you to reverse. If you think university is the problem or we solve the Nigeria problem, tell me how. Can Obi explain how education or how building university will solve Nigeria problem? I want Obi to tell me, is there anything Obi want to put in university in Nigeria that is not obtainable today? These are the problem. So I am telling you that Obi will go and say school. I am thinking about university because when you have school will bring people out of poverty. It's a lie. Obi is running out of a story. Obi don't know. In Nigeria will make you to be a fool. And that is what is happening to Obi. Obi is struggling to maintain the script written to him from London. And that is what you see, and it making him to be a very stupid man. I want you to listen.
As you know, I'm particular about it. On issue of university and also education, as you know, I'm particular about the education. And I thank you and all the AG members for the prayers. Let me assure all of you, we need prayers in our country. We need prayers in our country.
Obi is still talking about prayers. Obi is still talking about prayers. When nations are solving their problem practically, Obi is relying on prayer. And that is what they are following. All the church in Nigeria, they have been praying. Did it stop Fulani from killing? All the church in Abuja, they have built dome in Abuja. Did it stop them from entering Abuja and shooting gun? It is practical, solving problem practically. With the brain God gave you, they are praying. Oh, we are praying for Boko Haram to end. Oh, we are praying for Boko Haram to go blind. Oh, we are praying for Shehu to go blind. We are praying that when they want to shoot the gun, let the gun not work. Oh, we are praying if they enter road to come to Abuja, let them fall inside the river. Oh, you can imagine that? Illusional. So listen to him. Listen to him.
By the time I finish, I'll tell you your prayer points. Because part of why I believe we are getting it wrong,
okay,
is that our prayer points need change.
Okay. Obi believe that where he's going to solve problem. Obi believe that the reason why you have problem in Nigeria is you are praying the wrong prayer. So when he become a president of Nigeria in heaven or in dream, he will change your prayer point. You know, maybe the prayer point, it didn't work this time. Next year, he will change a new prayer point. And there is no practical solution. It's going to be a prayer point. Let us watch.
I'll give you the prayer points when I end. For me, I am sincerely grateful, appreciative. And like our father in faith have said, it's not a political rally. It shouldn't be a political rally. I've said it, people should go to the church or place of worship to discuss about politics. But I also said to the church, do not walk away from politics.
We need to refresh. Obi is preaching the division. Obi is preaching division. Obi is telling you, church, walking away from politics is the reason why we're suffering today. So can he go to North and tell them in the mosque that mosque or Muslims or mosque walking away from election or from politics is the problem we're having today? Or will he go there and have a different message for them? He is trying to lure church members to vote him as a Christian. And that is also dividing Nigeria. That is not in the spirit of one Nigeria that he is preaching. So Obi want to divide Nigeria into two. Let Christian vote him and let Muslim vote other people. That is what he's doing. And it does not represent the thing he preach. He is preaching one Nigeria. Let Obi campaign in mosque. The number of churches, mega churches he has visited now, let him visit the exact number of mosques like he has visited in the church. Okay? Thank you very much. I don't know. Wachineke, God does not hear the prayer of the wicked, e.g., murderers like P2B, until he tells us what happened to his river, period. Exactly the way it is. And that's why we are not giving him a breathing space. Because God is talking to us to deal with him. We are dealing with him mercilessly. Every day, all the people he have, they are dropping him. Because there is no road there. And before November this year, I got Piotale. More. Obi will be running from north to south and north before November this year. So ask Obi, why is he preaching only in the church? It is against the constitution because he should be preaching one Nigeria. So his campaign should not be channeled to church.
In the nation, the sufferings that are going on today are AG members and church members. When you walk away from politics, people suffer.
He is calling himself AG members, and he just entered the church for the very first time. He made himself a member already. T.O., thank you for your super chat. I hope we will get Biafra. We're already there. Believe me.
The church doesn't have a buy food cheaper. Do they have? Do they have a road where their players travel that other people don't travel? Schools that are closed today, universities that are closed today, unacceptable anywhere in the world. Some are AG members. So the church can't keep quiet. We kept quiet enough. We cannot allow a situation we find ourselves in Nigeria today where lunatics have taken over the asylum. Nigeria cannot continue the way it's going today. And it's your prayers. Your prayers is you're not asking for anything more.
Okay.
You're asking just for good governance. You're asking them hope to build a place for your children. We want to give the children of this country hope, where to live in. They're asking for more.
And the prayer is going to make that possible. That is the most illusionary thing. Prayer is going to ask Fulani not to come to kill your children. Prayer is going to stop the 1989 Abuja Declaration that have pumped $21 billion. Is Obi aware of that? Is Obi aware that the insecurity he is talking about today is as a result of $21 billion investment of the Fulani government from the day of this Islamic organization and Nigeria become the member of the Islamic organization? Is Obi aware of that? Is the prayer going to destroy the plan of the 1989 Abuja Declaration of the Islamic State? How is this prayer going to do that? Obi don't know all these things, and people are following few people are following him ignorantly. You go from church to church, contradicting himself.
We have 100 million Nigerians living in poverty. We have our young ones who have gone through without job, without a future.
This is one thing about Obi. Obi said they have 100 million Nigerians living in poverty. Where did Obi get that number? Who told Obi that Nigeria has 100 million people living in poverty? Jesus Christ. Oh God. A country that has no data system, no database system, a country that has nothing to show for anybody, a country that doesn't even know how many people are there, a country that has nothing, no registration of anything. Obi is giving you figure. Statistics from heaven. 100 million people are in poverty. Ask Obi, where did he get this figure? He can't tell you. Did they count your village people? Was your village people counted? He will just open his mouth and be giving you figures.
They're not asking for anything. They want an opportunity to earn a living. It is not too much for their country to give them. So I'm going around asking people.
So he's going around asking people to do whatever they want.
Politics. We have election coming up in 2023. Peter Obi is not asking you today for vote for Peter Obi. I'm asking you to sit down and scrutinize all those that are offering themselves for election.
Did you hear that? He is not asking you to vote for Peter Obi. He's not asking you to, I don't know what, this man is just too annoying to listen to. He is not asking you to vote for P2B. He's only asking you to sit down and scrutinize all the people that are offering themselves. So I don't, I think this man is the most dull, this man he doesn't behave like Igbo man. How did he make his money? This man say he is not asking you to vote for P2B. He is asking you to sit down and and look at those. Chai! What a confused man. So what is he doing? This is just too annoying because I can't listen to, if not because of this vote, I can't just sit back and listen to this nonsense. Chai! I don't know whether he think he is smart. I'm not asking you to vote for P2B. I'm asking you to sit down and assess the Hi, Chineke God.
Put all of us on a scale. Let's know who we are.
Yes.
Let's ask question who we are.
And then after that, after asking question, you will ask you to vote P2B.
Let's define who we are. It is important for you.
Are you hearing that? P2B is telling you, let us verify who we are. Let us verify who we are. P2B know that Tinubu have no identity. Yet, Nigeria recognize Tinubu. That is why he said, let us verify who we are. Nigeria gave Tinubu power. Yet, P2B is struggling to verify who we are. P2B knows that Atiku is not a Nigerian. Nigeria recognizes Atiku. Yet, P2B is telling you, let us bring Atiku and Tinubu into the scale and let us verify them. That is what he's telling you. Him is an Igbo man. Everybody knows where he come from. But where are other people? Where do they come from? Nobody knows. Nobody knows where Tinubu come from till today. Nobody knows. Some people say Atiku come from Adamawa. We know he's a Fulani. So P2B is telling you now, let us verify them, who they are. Yet Nigeria made them. So how will P2B solve such problem? How will P2B, as a president of Nigeria, stop making Nigeria to give power to people that you cannot verify? Huh? I just want you to know how stupid this P2B is. Dragging Biafra, distracting us.
Do not say because P2B is from the East, I'll vote for him.
Are you hearing it?
Vote for me because I'm an Igbo man.
Are you hearing it? He is still maintaining it. Do not vote for me because I am an Igbo man.
Do not vote for anybody because he's from the West.
Do not vote for anybody because he's from the West. Yet P2B is not a mosque in the north.
Do not vote for anybody because he's from the north.
Okay.
This is time to vote a human being who have conscience and trust.
Exactly. Can P2B go to north and tell them the same thing? I want to hear it as a handle microphone in Central Mosque Abuja, in Central Mosque Meduguri, in Central Mosque Gombe, in Central Mosque Yobe State, Central Mosque Bauchi, and all of that.
So if P2B is not the one, to be trusted, don't vote for him.
Are you hearing that?
Don't vote for him because he gave you money.
Are you hearing that?
Because he will steal your money.
Are you hearing that?
This is the time. We have 7 months. You have 7 months to ask questions. Who is P2B?
All right.
Where did he go to school?
You know why he's saying this? Who is P2B? Where did he go to school? We know who is P2B. We know where P2B go to school. P2B know that Tinubu did not go to school anywhere. And he is challenging them to ask. He can't be bold to say it now. because he is not on a serious mission. He can't be bold to say, Tinubu did not go to school, yet Nigeria recognized him. He became a leader. They made him governor. Tinubu did not go to school. They gave him ticket to become president. Atiku did not go to school. He became a vice president. Atiku did not go to school. He became custom officer. Atiku, all these things Obi know it. That is why he is saying, you know where I go to school, you know where I live, you know where I come from, where other people come from. Yet, Nigeria, Obi is going to become president in the dream, you know, made these people who they are without identity.
Who are his families? Who are those who say they are living with him? Let's verify who he is.
Yeah.
Ask questions. Don't listen to our grammar.
But Nigeria recognized them. Nigeria gave them who they are.
Don't even look at our certificates. Yes, you can ask me when the question. But remember that the educational qualification is not a measure of integrity.
Exactly. That is the exactly. Now, you are contradicting yourself. That is why I say schools, university cannot solve Nigeria problem. And you just hit the nails. You say that educational qualification is not a measure of integrity. That is it. Why then do you think that Nigeria problem lies in building schools? Are you seeing a person that is confused? You know, when somebody is cramming something he is saying, you will be making this kind of blunders. This particular place, this man say, I am thinking about school, university, building school. Nigeria problem is there is school, education, this, that. Yet, he come back again to tell you, qualification is not to measure integrity. Because integrity, education does not solve this Nigeria problem. Nigeria problem is beyond, is deeper than education. The system of Nigeria is rotten. And there is no amount of education qualification you get, there is no amount of school you build in Nigeria that will solve it without going to the root of the problem. And that is why we want Biafra. That is what we want this Nigeria to break up. That is why we are leaving next year, either by force, by peace, or in pieces. And he knows all these things, but because he has been given a script to come to Nigeria and act. So listen to him.
There's so many criminals that went to school. There's so many people who went to school who are criminals.
And Nigeria recognized them and their criminality. Nigeria, because of their criminality, gave them positions of power.
It is time to ask about people's style. Where they live, how they live, everything. That is what
he's talking about Tinubu. He is so frightened. He can't even mention Tinubu name here, you know. He can't even mention Tinubu name. Look at somebody who wants to be a president of a gangster country. Peter Obi don't understand that Nigeria is a gangster country. He wants to be a president of a gangster country. He is scared to mention Tinubu name. That is to show you this man is a scam. Nigeria is a gangster country. And for you, like Obasanjo, who was the former president, Obasanjo said, for you to be a Nigeria president, you must be mad. Nigeria needs crazy people. He said that Nigeria needs crazy people. So how can this man, who is scared to mention Tinubu with his own mouth, will become a president and make impact in the country of gangsters and criminals and terrorists?
Don't listen to our promises. Ask questions. The ones we promised in the past, how did we keep it? That is important. This country is not productive. We want to give people a job. People want to work. Today, everybody said there's great insecurity everywhere. Our father in the Lord have said because of sit at home. These are all that will cause by bad leadership. can have 100 million people who don't know where the next meal will come from, and you have security.
He's talking about sit at home. Let me hear it.
No. It cost it. Insecurity have been fought in other countries of the world.
Did you hear happy to be avoided sit at home? Did you hear happy to be dodged sit at home? Because he is scared of even mention. You know what? You know the implication of that, apart from the fact that now Omanyoga can say Aboki for coming out as a to contest the president. Did you hear happy to be dodged the sit at home? Let us take it back.
It is all that cost it. And you have security. No. It is all that cost it. Insecurity, don't know where the next meal will come. Our Father in the Lord have said because of sit at home.
Are you hearing that? Our Father in the Lord have said that because of sit at home. He dodged that part because he knows how resolute we are.
Our Father in the Lord have said because of sit at home. These are all that will cause my bad leadership. You can have 100 million people who don't know where the next meal will come from, and you have security. No. It is all that cost it. Insecurity have been fought in other countries of the world, in South America, in Asia. The more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality.
How? How will you do it in Fulani?
People's businesses are collapsing. Our children are not in school. For 4 months, nobody cares about them. Because they're not children of politicians.
Yes, exactly.
Our children are in schools overseas.
Exactly.
So those who are here cannot be in school.
Yes.
People are dying because there's no health care. Nothing.
Yes.
This is time to ask questions about all of us.
Exactly. People are dying because of there is no hospital. P2B did not build hospital in Anambra State. P2B gave hospital certificate. He used the money he's supposed to use to build the hospital, bank it, and turn the money into business money, into turnover money. P2B used the money he's supposed to use to develop Anambra State, invested it. Today, he is complaining there is no hospital. He didn't build any hospital in Anambra State. He gave them certificate. Certificate. But there was money. Up to $100 million or something. I don't know. To build a hospital, he didn't do it. Use it to do investment. And today he's complaining. There is no hospital. No. There is not this one. No. And this is ordinary Anambra. And this man is talking about Nigeria at large.
I only ask for prayers. No prayers for me. But prayers for Nigeria.
Okay. You pray.
Prayers that Nigeria do not make mistake in 2023.
How you make mistake?
Prayers that will start electing people with conscience.
Look at somebody. Look at somebody who say they should elect people with conscience. Look at a man. He said they should elect people with conscience. I want to ask you, do P2B know what is conscience? Did P2B know the meaning and definition of conscience? He don't know. P2B say elect people with conscience. When P2B killed Biafrans and throw their body in Isu River, does that represent or show that P2B have conscience? If P2B is not the one who killed the people and throw their body in Isu River, what has P2B done to show he has conscience? Here he is, telling you to elect people with conscience. Those who say P2B did not kill those people in Izu River, what did P2B do to show that he has conscience? But here, he is telling you in front of God to vote people with conscience. And he has failed the test of who is conscious and who is not conscious. Because the way P2B handled the Izu River killing shows he has no conscience.
We fear of God. Everybody here is a child of God. P2B is not better than anybody here.
Exactly.
Whatever I've gotten in life is by His grace. And nobody should abuse grace. In Nigeria, people are abusing grace of God. And he has to stop.
Yeah, he has to stop. He's given order to the church. Abusing the grace of God. I hope he's not talking to Baka. I hope he's not talking to Baka. You know the man is very cunning. he said people are abusing the grace of God. He has become the judge of God. He has become those who identify who abuse. At least he agreed that Baka have grace. Okay?
It's God that gave us power.
Yes.
Gave us position to use it to serve humanity.
But you killed it. You killed people in Anambra when God gave you power.
But we have used it to serve ourselves. And that is what we need to question now. And like I said, don't listen to politicians, including me, talk.
You have said it all.
Go and verify.
Yes, go and verify. And they are clapping.
We know how to speak sweet things.
Exactly.
But go find from our homes.
And you verify, you kill Biafrans and throw their body in the river. That is number one. And you are not denying it. It is under your watch. And the way you have handled it shows that you have no conscience.
As even our wives, our children, who their father is.
Yes.
How he lives at home. His relationship with his wife. These are very important. Children of God.
All the very important.
We cannot continue the way we are today. I thank you for the opportunity. It was prayers that I asked.
Are you hearing it? I thank you for the opportunity. It was the prayer that I asked. So the prayer P2B asked for church to pray for him is to give him the microphone to come and speak this nonsense. I want you to listen to him.
We cannot continue the way we are today. I thank you for the opportunity. It was prayers that I asked. Let me tell you.
Are you hearing it? I thank you for the opportunity. It was prayer that I asked. The prayer P2B asked for is to give him the opportunity to handle microphone and start talking this nonsense to the congregation. And then after that, he said, thank you very much. It is the prayer that I asked. You see, there is a difference. Don't say that, he said it was a prayer that I asked for. Okay? He didn't say that. He said, this thing I just did now is the prayer that I asked. Now let us listen to it again.
I'm not continuing the way we are today. I thank you for the opportunity. It was prayers that I asked.
All right.
Let me tell you, as I end, because I said it's not political gathering, maybe in November, our Father in the Lord will authorize me to then talk about politics, because we'll be campaigning then.
Oh, are you hearing? P2B have not talked about politics, so he said by November, when he will come back for prayer, the Father in the Lord will permit him to campaign, because by that time, there will be campaigning. For now, it is not campaign. All right? And we were told that some people are organizing 1 million march of P2B in Akwa Ibom State. We don't know whether that is actually true, but if that is true, we are going to lock Biafra land down on the 3rd of September, if that is true. So we are going to first of all watch, not a 1 million march they did in the Sakao, not all this 1 million march of 50 people, no. We are going to watch how, whether it is really 1 million march. Once it is something that people are going to come, we order sit at home. But not a 1 million march of 50 people coming and say there's 1 million march. We don't waste our time on that. Okay?
Today is prayers. But let me tell you what your prayer point will be. As you go on now, do not pray for Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the best places God created in.
And somebody say, Simon, if you are serious of getting Biafra, start now to fight. You must be a very foolish person. What are we doing? What exactly are we doing? Are we not fighting for Biafra? So if you come here to say, if you want to get Biafra, start now to fight. Don't wait for 2023. Are you not a foolish person? What are we doing now? What we are doing is fighting for Biafra. And as the time goes by, we intensify the liberation activities, actions for Biafra to come. So you must be a very stupid person to say start now, because we have started. What are we doing? What are you doing here? This is part of the awareness we are creating. And so when the next time you want to comment here, if you don't want to get insult from me, because my insult comes with a sweet mouth, I will be chopping you, biting you, and I will be blowing the breeze. And you will never feel it. So you don't know when I insult you. All right, so comment very maturely next time. Don't come here to talk rubbish. We are fighting, and our fight continue, and we are not going back. All right, on this note, we are going to, you know that a lot of things are happening, and that's why we have not embarked on expositions, and we are coming back now to start, because we, most of the meetings we are already concluding and everything. So we are going to, and of course, if the million march is actually happening, we are going to watch. You are going to know how the presence of, how Akwa Ibom has become, the kind of the presence of Biafrans in Akwa Ibom of today. So we are going to show you and do what you never know existed in Akwa Ibom State. Right. Akwa Ibom State is Biafra, and they are part of what we are doing 100%. So because we have not been observing sit at home in those areas, you are going to see them sitting at home very soon. Mark my word. Thank you very much for being part of this program. We bless you all, Lord, for making it possible for us to listen to this message today. We are not going to be wasting a lot of time, because we want people to be watching these messages and this broadcast, so that they will understand why Nigeria must end and break away next year. And Biafra are going, and we are going to do everything humanly and inhumanly possible to make Biafra come this year. 2023 is not too early. It is not too sudden. We have fought for over 50 years, and here we are, and the time has come. We are going to make sure that every hand must be on deck to make Biafra come 2023, and I thank you all from here. May God bless Mazen Amdikano. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless all Biafra agitators. May God bless Umuada worldwide, our own Umuada. May God bless the Biafra government in exile, the all alliances. May God bless all of you. And today we see that our alliance with BNL is also, booming, because they have embarked on a very serious evangelism today. We saw the videos, and people are coming together, and this is part of the movement we are doing. And may God bless all of you. And from here, from me, it is good evening. Well, before we go, I would like to announce the IPOB Autopilot South Africa number. First of all, if you look at the screen, you are going to see India number. If you are from India, make sure you contact this number, and you will be added to IPOB Autopilot group if you want to be part of the group. And then this particular number here is the IPOB Autopilot in South Africa. You can also, if you are in South Africa, you contact this number and you will be added to their group. And then IPOB Autopilot Gabon. IPOB Autopilot Gabon. If you want to be part of the family in Gabon, you are also going to contact this number and you will be added to their group. Then IPOB Autopilot Paris. IPOB Autopilot Paris. If you are in Paris, in France, you can contact that number and it will be added to the group. IPOB Autopilot South Korea. IPOB Autopilot South Korea. If you are in this place, you contact this number and you will be added to the group. IPOB Autopilot Netherlands. IPOB Autopilot Netherlands. If you are in this area, you can contact this number and you will be added to the group. As time goes on, we will be bringing numbers of other countries like Benin Republic and co, and other countries will be joining. Tomorrow is sit at home. Remember, normal Monday sit at home is still tomorrow, and that Monday sit at home is still in force until further notice. Remember that, very, very important. Tomorrow is sit at home, and as I will continue to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, continue to demand the freedom of Biafra and the exit from Nigeria peacefully. If they don't want like that, we go in. And our ultimatum remains, and we are going to go offensive on the criminals and terrorists terrorizing our land. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Good night.